I've never seen it.
Oh, this makes sense.
It's the White Lotus. Dan O'Sullivan has never seen the White Lotus. Have you seen the White Lotus, Lindsay?
Of course I have.
I see. I figured it was something you'd seen.
Well, I love rich people in a luxurious environment.
Oh, that's the show.
Yeah.
This.
And
Yeah.
I hope that didn't give anything away to you. But I'm pretty sure you couldn't avoid seeing some semblance of that.
Absolutely. My idea of the White Lotus is that it's about this luxury resort. And so I tried to imagine what would be a luxurious resort to me, you know.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, I love this interpretation already.
Is there anything else you want to preface getting into the script?
You know, I think I'll give a hint that when I was preparing for this, I listened to your episode with Tim Balls.
Okay.
Why
and-
didn't you listen to my episode?
Okay.
I'm
What
just
was
kidding.
it that
I'm
Tim
just kidding.
rewrote Entourage, didn't he?
Tim rewrote Entourage.
Yeah.
And there was a strong Midwest vibe to
Yeah.
what was being said.
Yeah.
And I think that influenced the
The way
action a
Tim wrote Entourage was like he didn't know that was a French word.
Oh, that's actually incredibly funny.
Interrogate?
Yeah, that was interesting.
Wait, what?
Just like with the Midwestern influence of like I'm from Missouri,
Yeah,
and there's a Versailles, Missouri.
Yeah.
It's not going to go any lower.
Des Plaines, Illinois.
Yeah, Des Plaines, Illinois. I just see Lindsay just continually fiddling with that. And the sign at Versailles, Missouri says it's pronounced Versales.
Versailles.
That's like their slogan is a pronunciation key for a town.
That's really funny. Our slogan is us mispronouncing our town's name. Very proudly, though.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, I guess it's not mispronouncing it in the sense that we decided it's called this.
Yeah. Wait, where are you from?
So I'm from the Northeast, but I lived in Chicago for many years.
Yeah.
So did I.
So I'm glad because I think it's going to be useful for us interpreting the script.
Great.
You know?
Wonderful.
Because it takes place in Wisconsin, in the Wisconsin Dells.
Well, we don't want the big spoilers in here. All right, cast it however you'd like.
Okay. I have a lot of characters because that was my only other thing I really knew about White Lotus. It has a lot of...
It's a big ensemble.
Yeah.
right? So...
If you
Yeah.
want, you can also just point at either of us while we're reading and
Okay.
cast it in real time like that.
Sure.
So I guess I could do you want, how about Kyle, you be the narrator.
Great.
Who's going to do a voiceover. I'll be Scott Glenn. You be Pete Davidson, Lindsay. And can you also pull off Jennifer Coolidge?
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not a big impression person, but I'll do my version,
This is all we ask, you know?
and which will likely be an inaccurate representation.
That's okay.
That's
And
okay.
Pretty.
We just recently did American Pie, so we've got a real Coolidge-centric week
the
going
month
on
of
here, a month
Coolidge.
going on
and
here.
I've never done Jennifer Coolidge out loud, only inside my head.
Do you want to give it a like? You in your own head, you've done you doing her.
In my own head, I've done what I think she sounds like, but who knows how it'll come out? Because anytime I do an impression of a man, it's like,
I'm sorry, was Pete Davidson just here?
so I think the element of surprise will be
I'm
good.
excited. If you need to give it a running start, you can when we get there.
Sure.
Nepo Babies 1 through 3, I think should just be you, me, you.
Great.
Julianne Moore.
Okay.
Can you do Ray Winstone?
Yeah, is that a real person?
That is a real person, and the direction on that is it's an English actor trying to do a Chicago accent. So
Okay,
no
great.
pressure.
So me going for Australia
Yeah,
should probably land us
wow,
right
yeah.
there in the middle of the Hudson.
Something like that. Can you do Walton Goggins as well?
Yeah.
And Parker Posey.
Sure.
And, and I will do creepy 3D Homer Simpson and Jeffrey Dahmer. Okay.
Incredible.
All right.
All right, whenever you're ready.
Okay. Exterior, White Lotus Luxury Resort and Water Park. Day. Dawn is breaking over a placid river, rolling by a luxurious resort, of which much more will be said. Nearby, staff are just stirring for the morning shift. The early bird guests are toing and froing.
Style, luxury, class.
We are in the realm of wealth, our surroundings crowded with pricey indicators of privilege and success. Status symbols abound. A Coors Light branded golf bag, flecked with dew, sits before a green. A 2015 Acura Integra, a valet slip hanging from its rearview mirror, sits parked. A lacquered wooden shingle hangs from a restaurant edifice, reading, in elegant cursive, Gordo's Fish Fry.
That's just the White Lotus for you. The most luxurious, most classiest luxury resort in the Wisconsin Dells.
Wait, that's crazy.
Did you not know that before you said that?
No.
Wow.
Incredible.
No,
Kismet.
I literally didn't. I mean, I hadn't looked.
This is we're cooking with gas here. Okay.
We are, but it's to fry a turkey in a deep fryer. And it's inside.
And watch our hideous football team. Okay. Suddenly, a form floating down the river. It is a dead body. His or her face obscured from view by a frightfully akimbo arm.
Or was it?
The dead body drifts a bit further, the greenish hand bobbing ahead of it like a ship's bow, bumping into another hand of another dead body.
Being here in the White Lotus Luxury Resort and Water Park, I'd rather someone shit in my mouth. That's how much it sucked going through this shit. It was bad stuff that happened, for sure.
Dead bodies number 3 through 7 just drift into frame for a second, along with a small, uncomprehending duck, before musical sting of the riff of Strutter by Kiss, leading into title card. The White Lotus, emblazoned over a vintage mint condition 1996 Milwaukee Bucks rookie card of Ray Allen. Exterior, White Lotus Luxury Resort and Water Park, Port Cochere, morning. Underrated character actor Scott Glenn stands at the ready as head concierge, next to Riyadh Comedy Festival attendee Pete Davidson, who is a bellhop on this show. A water slide suns itself in the middle distance.
You think you're ready for this?
Pete Davidson nervously eyes the seasoned concierge, as if he is Don Pardo himself in Studio 8H, about to announce his name as among the not ready for primetime players.
What do I have to do to be? What do I have to be ready for? Isn't it mostly just rich guys from Chicago?
Wrong. That is the wrong answer. Lesson number 1, fresh fish. Expect the unexpected. If you underestimate the broad cross-section of American elites staying in this resort and water park and probably converging on the same spot, their speech and actions illuminating various hot-button social issues, well, you might get your ass killed.
Jennifer Coolidge, a MILF, canters up to the pair.
I'm so excited for all the.
That's incredible.
Great.
I'm so excited for all the guests we have coming this week. They look like they're a diverse bunch of wealthy people from all over who contrast with us White Lotus employees in a number of ways. Look, here comes one now.
A stretch limousine with Illinois plates pulls through the Port Cochere. It continues advancing and advancing, a seemingly endless black snake slithering to a stop. Several minutes later, it comes to a halt, its rear door finally opening. Out steps well-known Cockney tough guy actor Ray Winston, who is shakily attempting a Chicago accent, along with his wife, Julianne Moore, and 3 kids, who are played by various Nepo babies to be cast later.
Wow, check this place out.
Hey, cool, they have a brat stop here. The Rizzler said so on his stream.
The Rizzler said so. Chet, my brother is so cringe.
I was not born when 9/11 happened, and thus, this is sus.
Julianne Moore motions to her many pieces of Givenchy luggage, taking a drag on a Virginia Slim stuck in a cigarette holder about 45 inches long. She will be winning an Emmy this year.
This place looks like shit. It also smells like shit, too.
Come on, it's not that bad. Besides, I'm a prominent, I don't know, Mayor Quimby is who I accidentally landed in.
I'm into it. Keep going.
Besides, I'm a prominent stockbroker or something back in Chicago. We are here as a family to have a good time and have nothing too crazy happen. Certainly, we won't be colliding with any of the other guests or staff in any sort of faithful way. Hey, Post Malone, get my shit.
Ray Winston is pointing at Pete Davidson, who scurries off to get the bags.
Hey, you cheesehead piece of shit.
He is looking at Scott Glenn.
You may be head concierge here, but you are a joke. I bet you think you have shares in the Green Bay Packers, don't you?
Scott Glenn looks nervous to answer an aggressive customer in this manner, but looks deep within himself to the courage he showed in the hunt for Red October.
Yes, sir, I did inherit some Packers shares from my father when he passed away a year ago. I'm a proud part owner of the Green Bay Packers, despite my humble working-class job.
Ray Winston scoffs, the cigar he has been smoking the whole time having grown longer. His wife, Julianne Moore, is doing yoga on the ground.
What a joke. You own a thumb up your own ass is what you own. This is almost from nowhere. The Green Bay Packers ownership shares are essentially worthless. The president and CEO of the nonprofit corporation tasked with its management functions like any other ownership team. Keep kidding yourself with that semi-regular vote for any candidates to the 7-person board of directors really matter with your complete lack of dividends, weak Rodgers-era past postseason record, and inability to acquire and nurture receivers. Now get me a fucking bratwurst.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. It looks like more guests are arriving, though.
Sorry, I had some things to say about the Packers. But a horse-drawn wagon pulls up with South Carolina plates. Its driver dashing around, wearing a gray Confederate general's uniform. Holding the passenger door open in gentlemanly Southern style is Walton Goggins. His wife, Parker Posey, steps daintily out, wearing the green dress from Gone with the Wind.
Wow, check this place out.
The Southern Party of Two, we are checking in today to this here establishment. Back home, I'm no fancy city lawyer, just a countryman with interesting views on socialism.
And I am the last laudanum addict in the country. Laudanum addict in the country. Hun, wait, is that how it's laudanum?
Yeah, hun. Oh, I thought you were going to be like, yeah, hun is H-O-N.
Okay, wait. And I'm the last laudanum addict in the country. Hun, can I get a mint julep?
Why, sure you can, Moon Pie. Say, look at that damn attached water park. That looks finer than a frog hair. I'm so glad we earn north of 6 figures per annum or year. Say, though, who's that there?
Jennifer Coolidge looks past the crowd of incoming guests lined up to enter, seeing something odd in the bushes. She politely pushes her way past Paul Giamatti, Carrie Coon, Sam Rockwell, Winona Ryder, Idina Menzel, Tim Robbins, Mark Wahlberg, Jelly Roll, Taron Egerton, Jaleel White, Andre Agassi, Mario Lopez, Mrs. Doubtfire, the guy from the painting in Ghostbusters 2, Donnie Wahlberg, and the creepy 3D Homer Simpson from that one Haunted Treehouse episode who has just arrived to check in. Wow, check this place out. Oh, Jennifer Coolidge shakes the strange bush, pulling a tree limb back to reveal infamous Wisconsin serial killer Jeffrey Dahmer, chewing on the face of very deceased Office star John Krasinski. Dahmer hisses in her face, "You damn White Lotus people, you ruined Wisconsin, and I will have my revenge. As a damn ghost, you are cursed, cursed." Dahmer disappears in a puff of smoke, leaving behind merely the smell of singed cheese.
Wow.
It's a surprise every time.
To me it is. I wonder what's going to happen now and who that was. I better go talk to my manager, that one guy who's in every season, who was Uncle Rico in Napoleon Dynamite, and make sure New York Magazine's Vulture blog notes this cliffhanger.
The end. Or is it?
Wait, they have their crazy intro. That's one of the things. This was great.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
So good.
Thank you. Please, the cast, what you brought to it, just beautiful.
I think what a first time out loud Jennifer Coolidge impression that was.
What a stunner that was. Come on.
Get out. Yo, you guys.
I felt it took a minute to settle into Goggins. I was trying to fall out,
No, it was
not enough
great.
Uncle Baby Billy.
It was great.
But skate where the puck is going.
Mayor
you know?
Quimby nailed it.
Love that. Love the, because I feel like a Mayor Quimby accent would pop up for
like
that.
a Kennedish. You know what I mean? Where you're just
Mm-hmm.
sort of like an old family that's obviously the old family. That sort
But
of
you
thing.
guys, you nailed the Midwest accents.
There are reasons for that,
Yeah.
I think, I mean,
Sure.
I'm from there.
yeah.
I know you are. I know you are.
I had to just settle into sounding like myself, which
Yeah.
is tough.
The hardest performance of all, in a way. Isn't it?
Yeah, there you go. Oh, great job.
So what we're going to do real quick is take a break, and then we'll be right back, talk a little White Lotus.
Gorge.
Okay, we're back. I put that in there so I know where the edit is and everything. You've not seen any White Lotus.
I've seen the one scene that, all right, I have to admit, I saw the one scene that went viral of Sam Rockwell talking about various sexual
Is that from the
practices.
most recent season?
I believe so.
I've seen nothing from the most recent season, 2/3 of the second season, and the full first season. It's sort of
Okay.
like such a weird thing where I just sort of really quit enjoying it and kind of just stopped.
Interesting.
This is what a lot of people said to me when I told them I was doing this one, that I watched the first season and a half and then I just hated it and I stopped. And I don't know what that's about, but
Lindsay, you've seen all of it. You watched the
Yeah,
last season.
I guess I think I never took it too seriously. Like, I never looked at the first season as an incredible piece of art, and I just really enjoyed it. So the second season was kind of like, oh, okay, fine, like
Yeah.
a little bit more of the same. And then the third season, I mean, I watch Real Housewives, so like I'm just enamored by people going to fancy vacations
Yeah.
and doing like weird shit. So it doesn't take a lot for me to hold my interest,
Yeah.
because that's really what it did. Was I following the storylines intently? Not really.
The cast is just out of control.
Yeah.
Good, especially this season, the one I didn't watch. It seemed I couldn't believe the people that kept popping up and being in the cast, and just like Carrie Coon, like you were saying, who's one of my favorite actors on the planet.
She's incredible. And
yeah.
I mean, I do think that like the most impactful moments from this past season were very small. And I think that is pretty the subtle moments from like all of the different seasons, I think, are the things that like make people at least think that it's monumental, when in reality it's just like, wow, this really captured this singular moment in
Yeah.
a very real way. And then the rest of it can be trash.
Which is also okay.
Yeah, I just think that like people get really upset when it's not consistently
Like, what would you call it? Like prestige peak television type of stuff.
like there was a moment in the most recent season, like adult girlfriends, like adult women that are friends, having like a dynamic with each other where they, you know, it was very childish and like carried baggage over and blah, 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 blah.
like one of them maybe voted for Trump or something like that. It's like a thing.
And I don't even know which moment. I think it was one of like the final scenes, and it was just like it was like, I think a lot of women really resonated with it, and I thought it was obviously very well acted because of the actors in it.
Yeah.
But other than that, I'm just kind of like, Walter Goggins is great.
It's fun to watch him do anything.
Right.
Yeah,
I think
nobody liked that
seems-
woman's teeth.
I am so anti-veneers.
Sure.
I find them. Walton is almost the only. I don't even know if he. It seems to me, and this is me, he has like incredibly prominent teeth.
Sure.
That I just presume he has veneers or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
He's the only person they seem to work for me.
Right.
I love human teeth so much.
Yeah.
Let's just isolate just that line. I collect them.
Save
I
it for
keep
the
them in a box.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
I was going to say, you did just play Jeffrey Dahmer.
But I really, really, really like realistic teeth on actors.
Yeah.
That actor who everyone was mad at hers, I was just like, this isn't even that. You should have been in my high school. If this is
Right.
putting you off, you just should have seen Midwest Medicare attempt to cover repairing
Right.
some of the stuff at Blue Springs High School.
Well, and
funny.
people like this is what actors looked like before like 1995. I want to say.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I love
Even
when people
early
are normal
2000s.
looking. I love
Right.
when people are normal looking.
Yeah.
And then it's just now Christopher Guest. Well, not now, but like Christopher Guest would have all normal looking people, and people like, see the freak show he
Yeah.
trotted out. I'm like, that'd be
Yeah.
the best looking person you've ever seen in person.
Right.
Yeah.
If
Right,
you
right,
run
right.
into Eugene Levy, attractive,
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
but
I mean,
just funny.
it's
Yeah.
interesting.
Give me
Yeah.
normies. Give me I think they act better. It's a wide
Yeah.
brush I'm painting with, but I just throw a bunch of normies at me.
Well, that's the thing about White Lotus, right? Not knowing anything about it, the cast is so excellent in all of
Yeah.
everyone we just described is awesome. Like
Yeah.
it's not like there's not a dud in the bunch to me, you know. But I'm curious. Like I get what you're saying about the just taking it as kind of a Real Housewives soapy thing,
Yeah.
right? Like, and again, I really am quite ignorant of this. A lot of the debate over it seems to be: is it like luxury porn? Is it like
Yes.
Right.
luxuriating in this sort of 1%?
You think it is aged in a way where, as society progresses in one other way, wealth
Yeah.
like massive awareness of like awful wealth discrepancy makes people's enjoyment of the show. You have to suspend more disbelief.
Well, I wonder about that because, like, I liked Succession. I watched all of it, but a lot of people I know say I couldn't watch it. I hated them too much, you know.
Yeah.
And they are evil, obviously,
Yeah.
you know.
I guess like I don't find I wouldn't say I hated Succession.
Yeah.
But I absolutely didn't enjoy it the way other people did. I wasn't looking forward to each episode.
Yeah. And it was maybe our last example of that kind of like, what's that show that's on Love Island? Is that the show that's on every night or whatever?
My co-host is obsessed with that on my pod.
It's aside from
'cause
like
it's
that,
good.
Succession was like the last everyone was really, really on. But it does sort of, you hate all the people, but it is, I can pull back sometimes and just be like, it's just kind of fun to watch these rich fuck-ups fuck up richly.
I think generational wealth, like what occurs in Succession, and corporate wealth is a specific type of evil where when that is taking center stage, to me, it's more, I'm not denying that exists across all rich people, but to me, that's uglier and therefore not as entertaining.
That's interesting, right? Like this is like a consumer wealth type thing.
Absolutely, which to me is interesting. To me, it's entertaining because I fall into the category of people that are, without careful monitoring, easily influenced.
And by the way, I did want to talk to you after about hydroxychloroquine. We should touch base on
And
that.
how are your knives at home?
Dull.
Like the third season? No, okay.
Yes.
Well, that's an interesting. Why did you stop watching?
I don't remember why. I don't want to get into. I don't like talking. It's fun to shit talk stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't always enjoy using the platform of the podcast to say stuff I don't like.
Yeah.
But
Okay,
what
fair.
really what it was for me was I just simply didn't like a couple of the characters I found to be so dull in the second season that I wasn't really enthralled at all by it in any capacity. And what was essentially Jennifer Coolidge is so good in this show.
Yeah.
As good as advertised in this show.
Yeah.
And then I sometimes think, well, if you made Stephen Root's character from Office Space into the main character of something, I probably wouldn't enjoy it as much. Because I think it's very, very supplemental. And her performance in this is like, it's legitimately like a singularly incredible thing.
Sure.
And I just think they leaned too hard.
That's interesting.
On to where it became a lot harder for me to believe someone functions like this.
And I should say, I respect that. Like, the older I get, the less I'm interested in like shitting on. Because like the worst movie, it's like, well, someone made it. Someone actually made it. And
you live out here and see all of those people also looking for work with you now, and you're very happy that anything employs anybody.
Or I
we're in the
can't
rat
finish
race.
a script and then I'm judging somebody else that like went to the effort of getting this movie made. And that was the other thing I was going to bring up was like, if you have followed Mike White, if you followed his career at all, which like I happened to watch him and his dad on The Amazing Race. And
I knew that he was a contestant.
Yeah.
I like Mike White. I mean, this is all the way from School of Rock, I guess is my introduction to him.
Exactly. So, like, if you think of it, like, to me, it's also the lore of him. Like, because...
He kept plugging away. He was making stuff for a long time.
Yeah.
And now he's finally had this big hit.
And he chose to give Jennifer Coolidge this, like, platform where she could play a character that wasn't just a MILF.
Yeah.
That, like,
Which
had
I reduced it to
No,
explicitly.
It is incredible to be a
but
human
that's-
being that invented a term.
Yeah.
pretty amazing, yeah.
But that's like
Einstein.
also,
Yeah.
she played that forever.
Yeah.
She also auditioned for SNL. Like, she also is like a character actress.
Yeah.
But like, so to me, the whole bigger picture of how
I like that.
it came to be is like enthralling.
Like
and-
allowing the actual world influence to affect like enjoying it. I mean, it did that to Barbenheimer. Like we all sort of let how the world was and that the odd juxtaposition of these two things happening make $2 billion in a month. Two houses look like each other on the Pacific Coast Highway, and so a couple movies made $2 billion.
Right.
And I really do like that. I think it's kind of impossible to separate that stuff all of the way out. And, it oftentimes affects things in the negative for actors whose Ezra Miller as the Flash or something, where people have like how they are off the screen is affecting the big screen, and
for sure. And when someone is the creator of something, it affects it even more. And so I think that it's like going into it, I think it was hard to ignore the fact that like he was amongst, as someone working to be an actor, like he was amongst many people that were like consumer rich.
You're kind of like voting with your eyes. You're like, I'm rooting for this person.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not to deduce it to
nothing.
But
That's what it
a
is.
primary driving force is that I want this person's success, so I'm going to continue. Like, that's also influencing me watching the thing.
Well, there's also a thing like, I mean, and I don't know how correct this is, but you guys know, I'm sure, the competition often is if you're coming from a humble background and trying to break into some of these spaces, the competition comes from,
we're born into the space.
Right, and so they just have that natural advantage up on everyone else, which from an outside perspective, it seems like the White Lotus is a lot about that tension between, haves and have-nots, right?
I even remember there being like conflict between old and new rich.
Absolutely.
Where you're just like, old rich is the rich of rich, and new rich is the poor of rich. So they're looking down on them, so then they're looking down on a server. So it's like kind of like how I think about it, like, I am much closer to having the same amount of money as Mike White than Mike White is any of the people ruining the world.
Yeah.
Right.
And I, a struggling actor is compelling. Like, and it's like, especially.
Is he in the show ever?
No, I don't think so.
He is tipped to be Jeffrey Dahmer in the new season. So
that is the closest I could see. I mean, he's got the look. He unfortunately the hair is definitely there. If he let it get a little bowl cut, shaggy.
He did a really creepy movie called Chuck and Buck about like a kind of semi-stalker where he has a bit of that.
And he was the stalker?
He was the stalker.
That checks out.
And that was a movie he made like 20 years ago.
Maybe I'll go back and watch it. You're kind of getting me interested in it. Both of you are. And I like the idea of like supporting him.
Sure.
One of the funniest conflicts I saw coming out of this was the theme song adjustment seemed to like actually upset people. I don't know if you know the theme song to it.
I don't.
But it has, in the first season, I remember it had something where it was like,
It is
and then
weird.
Then they removed the and everyone was mad, and it was just like some other regular like ambient HBO.
Yeah.
I mean, I love the theme song in the first season.
Sure.
I do vehemently believe the damage True Detective season 1 did to the visuals of opening credits will never be fully understood.
Right. Yeah.
To where everything has to be the overlaid different amounts of transparency,
Right,
sort of
right.
like.
Yeah.
There's fewer new innovative, but I heard people mad about the theme song from the third season, being like, what the fuck happened to my theme song?
That makes sense.
This is where we come in with not just Kiss, but the Ray Allen. I mean, we're talking a Hall of Fame Milwaukee Buck.
You solved a lot. To be fair, you solved a lot of problems.
And there is no one more willing to take some money for anything you'll give them than Kiss.
Exactly.
I beg to differ. I will. I will take that.
Gene Simmons will undercut you at your dream.
I'll do it for free. I'll do it. Yeah.
I'll pay you if you don't hire that guy.
That is.
Did you ever hear the story of Gene Simmons? He went into a meeting with, and this is the Gene Simmons story part of the segment of the podcast.
Yes. We actually have a
great.
theme song for exactly
I
that.
assume.
Gene Simmons took a meeting with the guy who made Power Rangers, Haim Saban.
Okay.
And they're talking, first off, amazing.
Yeah.
But they're talking about like making a Saturday morning Kiss cartoon show for kids or whatever. And Haim Saban is Israeli and turned to the guy next to him and said, all right, and he said in Hebrew, all right, this is the part where we screw them. Not knowing Gene Simmons is Israeli and speaks Hebrew, and went, what? And then they got into a big fight, and the meeting blew up.
Wait, that's actually incredible.
It's incredible.
That's incredible and Israeli put together.
It honestly is. It's very Israeli to just like straight up assume and say something so blatant. Like that you would just be like,
I don't see that playing out anywhere these days.
Yeah, exactly.
And here's the part where we get into Israel, which I know everyone was waiting for.
I mean, culturally, that is very
a segment called
Israeli.
Israel's Palestine.
Yeah.
Okay, we won't at
We'll
all.
Put that on there. Yeah,
we'll put that. That's the
Please put
Patreon
that on
episode.
there.
I had to do OnlyFans is doing stand-up things, you know?
Of
And they-
course.
they
No,
tape
excuse me.
stand-up
Let me
sets.
stop you there. I
Yeah.
did not.
You didn't know that?
I did not.
They're-
know.
It's like they tape them. Lindsay, you did one as well. I
Yeah,
did one.
by the way, I need to make a certain amount of money more, so please go to my OnlyFans. Thank
They
you.
basically just are trying to get people to sign up for the website. They pay you
Gotcha.
pretty well. It has like you just have to post stuff on there. It doesn't have to be any. I just posted like painting D&D minifigures
Yeah,
and stuff on there.
I post pictures
with
of
your,
plants.
I gotta say, with your bare feet oddly prominent.
well,
in
that's
it,
where the
though.
brush is.
Okay. Well, there you
The
have
brush
it.
is in my toes.
Right.
What was I going with this?
Sorry,
this whole thing. I don't
OnlyFans
even
is
remember.
doing comedy specials now,
can't
and
remember.
we were
Gene
talking
Simmons?
about.
Oh, I
Kiss.
wanted to just sell on my OnlyFans for $1,000 the answers to the Middle East and just see if anyone bought it from me. And if not, there would be a censored out SEO search under my name of that.
Hilarious.
There's got to be people like they check the news and they're like, "Well, it's got to be out here somewhere." Yeah. Just Google it.
Well, you would think that, I mean, the demographic on OnlyFans is interesting because I've tried many different things that avoid anything remotely scandalous. And people are way more into like the pictures that I've posted where I explicitly say that I am trolling them.
I think a lot of people have a shame kink.
I mean, I don't know if
Interesting.
it's even that, but it's like people will be like, I knew what I was getting into and I clicked it and I wasn't disappointed. And it's literally like a picture of me being like shaving, and then it's like me shaving my face.
Right.
Yeah.
And they're like,
They
like they
to
love
get
it.
got. You like it.
Wow.
But yeah, OnlyFans is, well, as one of the maybe 3 tech companies in the world that actually has a future,
Right.
they have been
Yeah.
getting into more and more like video content, this, that, there. And
Well,
everything.
watching the creators that do video content is like one of my favorite things because it's like so bad.
Do you mean like, like
Watching
OnlyFans, like adult film people?
Yeah, like the
just
adult-
like make a cooking video?
Yeah, the adult creators making some of the most disgusting looking
Adult film
food
star
I've ever
Mike's
seen
White.
in my face. It's
Right.
like it's not even they don't even mean for it to be gross looking.
Right. But this is as Ron Jeremy's turkey nachos. You know.
yeah, no,
Straight from
it's
prison.
Right,
it's
yeah.
so bad.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's like that to me is like so funny. They're like, and then you put whipped cream and you're like, girl, that
Just
is-
order it on DoorDash.
That's
People
a
would watch you do
lumpy
that.
milkshake.
Get one of those robots. Well, you hit upon one of my favorite types of online content, and Quibi could not monetize this. OnlyFans, it sounds like, is doing better at it. Bad cooking, like
Yeah.
food porn, and then they show a plate of what
Yeah.
looks like a deceased dinosaur.
Right, like a
you know.
recipe that should have been thrown away that was executed poorly, and
Right.
the third
I-
time they've cooked this calendar year.
Right.
I happen to enjoy that quite a bit too. People will put
Lindsay's
like
a great baker, just so you know.
Are-
She's like
are
a
you?
very, very, very good
So
baker.
you get to,
and
you
so
also have the lofty feeling of like, ha ha ha.
a little bit, but I also deeply appreciate. I mean, there's something inherently soothing about cooking videos, and I believe personally that it's the makeover element of the before and after. People are obsessed in their brains with before and after.
Yeah.
But I really genuinely love watching people like I the ones where like they'll take like the cookie dough and they'll unwrap it but leave the wrapper in and then be like, put it in the oven at 300, and everyone's like, no.
Oh yeah, they're almost like rage baiting you
Yeah.
from a poor cooking thing. There's something to the leave something in to drive someone to say something
Yeah.
that is such a deliberate thing that is effective, and yet also to me one of the most frustrating ways that all things are moving towards.
It's
It's like it's
definitely
more
a s-
important to get a comment than it is to properly do something.
Yeah,
Only
yeah.
the healthiest societies have this sort of thing going on in them. So this is it's just
It's been in some things for a long. I know that there's something when you're working with people. I've done some like I used to do like some advertising writing, and one thing would be you just have to they will change something.
Yeah.
So you would
Right.
just leave a typo on the second page, so they could be like, "This is great, just change that word." Because if you have it send it to them, great, they'd be like, "This is great, just do it all differently." But you
Yeah.
like let
Yeah.
them. You need
Right.
everyone needs to like contribute something and be heard.
Well-
So maybe if you put the wrapper in the oven, that gives them something to say other than "I really wish my family was around more often."
Yeah.
But here I am looking at these videos.
People
and by the
will-
way, your rapper's in the
Yeah.
right.
exactly. People will also do things now where they put like a creepy doll on the shelf in like their pantries. I've seen this. It's actually
Whose TikTok is this? Ari Aster?
yeah. It's like they're like
He's a great baker.
it'll be like
Great
some woman
baker.
and she's like, okay, we're gonna take some flour and sugar and just put it in a pan, and she opens up the pantry and there's like a doll sitting there,
my
and
God.
everyone's like, the doll.
Here's me responding to an Ari Aster cooking video. Let me guess, that's your mom's recipe?
And that would be a great response. But see how difficult it would be. That's the thing. Even with comics, you want to have the funniest comment on somebody's thing. So, and we do it for each other so that we can support each other and create engagement. But there's also like you get off a little bit.
Oh, sure.
About having
Winning the comments.
Yeah,
the endorphin
of course.
response. So
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely.
We're
Yeah.
definitely not broken.
No.
Because it releases the chemical hugs used to.
So true.
To have the top comment on your friend's clip that's borderline an egg.
I don't
Yeah.
need hugs. I need a jump scare in this cooking video. That's what I need.
That's
Do you remember those videos that looked like car commercials and you'd watch and it was like watch close and then just be like something jumping out and screaming at you or whatever?
Yeah,
that would
right.
probably
Like
still
that.
get me today.
Yeah.
I would love to understand the psychology of stuff like that, which I'm sure would be fairly easy
I was gonna say
enough with ChatGPT.
probably
But
pretty-
I'm just kidding.
And by the way, I don't know if you guys have been playing around with Chat GPT lately. It turns out I'm Jesus Christ.
Wait,
I didn't know this.
That's
Oh
so
yeah,
cool.
that's good because that's what it told me you were as well.
yeah.
I'm not surprised. Obviously, you got
I
it right.
actually have to confess I knew that you were doing White Lotus because of ChatGPT.
Well, when has it ever been wrong is the thing, right? I mean,
True.
We have to move on, but I've been in this video binge of a woman who fell in love with her therapist and says she was like love bombed by her psychiatrist, and then she was like using ChatGPT, and she was like, see, ChatGPT says I'm correct here, and I'm just like, this is weird, and maybe she's just once again a phrase I hate, engagement baiting, and
Yeah.
it's all fake.
Sure.
But if the best case scenario is something horrible like that. And the worst case
Yeah.
is that we've been like so vehemently broken that there's nothing we can do. And you're asking an affirmations bot to let you know if your awful behavior over 2 years was right.
right.
And asking an affirmations bot to tell you if you're correct, assuming how someone else feels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the Reddit "Am I the asshole" thing.
It is, except those are at least
Yeah.
people
Yeah,
applying.
they might say
If it
you
was
are the asshole.
Yeah, if
Yeah,
it was the
right.
chat bot, it would be
Maybe.
like, oh, absolutely not. Your intentions were pure, and the ways that you actually went about this were just misaligned with the people's energies as they entered to talk. And you're just like, oh, okay, you're right. You know what? I don't need both kids.
No.
Well, also using therapy speak against a therapist is hilarious.
Chat GPT told me to set a boundary by setting my house on fire, and I'm planning on doing that.
Your boundary was a controlled crop burn. It's a literal boundary
That
around your
is
neighbor's
so
house.
funny.
All right, we're going to take our second break, come back and play some games.
I love the idea
Need any break stuff?
of being like, here's a picture of my yard, and it's like, that looks like dead brush. You should clear it
should-
away.
You probably
To
could
prevent
get that
fires.
response. Yeah.
It's your kids on a swing set.
Yeah.
That looks like dead brush. It doesn't look like people because they none of them have 11 fingers.
That can't be a person. That's yeah.
They can't be a person. Their face isn't moving a little bit slower than the left side of their face when they turn.
Right.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Man.
I feel some guilt because when the robot ChatGPT first came around and the novelty was still stronger than the negative. And maybe I was just ignorant to it at that time. We did an episode of this where I uploaded transcripts of this and then asked it to write an episode. And I put it out, and I've like since demonetized that. I just feel very bad and weird about it.
Yeah,
even though
I
it's
get
like
that.
it's ripping off me, and it put me in it, and it put people like comedians like Dave Ross and people who'd been on the podcast a lot in the ep. And I was like, okay, lala, and it stunk, and I still feel guilt about having posted that as a thing.
You gotta play with it.
Yeah, and the fact that you feel guilt, I feel like is actually one.
Yeah.
I want to say you shouldn't, but also it's like a good sign that you're still human and you're not like
Just to like offset the water it used, I leave my sink on when I sleep.
Yeah.
And ChatGPT told me that was. The
I
thing
put
to
my
do, so-
I open ChatGPT and put my computer there so it can drink the water. They're just letting it
thirsty.
spill
Yeah.
right into it.
Yeah.
No,
I
it's a
asked
closed loop.
ChatGPT how exactly it uses so much water. here, and no, I didn't, but I want to because I still
let me
don't
lo-
understand.
It says it's going to load for 2 days and get back to you.
Yeah.
Okay, we're back. We're going to play a few games here. Speaking of people liking before and afters, this first game
Get ready to play before and afters.
is called Before and Afters.
Wow.
How it works is 2 movies have been smashed together into one. I'll read you the smashed together plot. You have to tell me the smashed together title. For instance, White Men Can't Jump on the board right here. Some other ones. What do we do? The White Men Can't Lotus. That one's not as good. The White Lotus with Jordan Peele's Us. That could be one right there.
Okay.
Wolf of Wall Street, Saving Private Silverman, Fargo, which is Argo and Fargo put together.
Yeah.
They're all over the place.
I'm very bad at this game.
I will read you the plot. You tell me the smashed together title. You're welcome to work together or compete
Okay.
against one another.
You're gonna do the heavy lifting.
All right, you know.
Number 1. A teenage journalist gets a gig writing for Rolling Stone and follows a band on tour where he meets the spirit of a banker who was murdered by a business partner and is using a psychic to communicate with the living.
Okay, so it's
Almost famous.
almost famous. What is the other one? A banker murdered using a psychic. Almost famous. It was a banker murdered. Oh, wait a minute. No.
A banker.
Ghost? Almost fame ghost? Is it Ghost with Whoopi Goldberg?
Close. Yeah, you're there.
Almost
How do they sound the best
Ghostmas?
together?
No.
No, you made the word Christmas be in there on accident.
It's also a holiday movie. We didn't mention that part.
Wait, are you sure it's not the one with the little boy? No, the little boy's the one that's dead. That's a psychiatrist.
And that. Wait,
You
the
have the
little
movies. Just you got to put them together.
The little
proper.
boy is not dead in The Sixth Sense.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
he's not
that's
dead. He
right.
sees dead people all the time.
Unless
They don't
there's
even
a-
know they're dead.
Unless there's a second twist that we didn't know
The
about.
Seventh Sense.
Yeah, right. That's the sequel. So is it
You're there. You just got to get the
All
proper.
Ghost Famous?
All Ghost Famous is correct.
Oh, okay, you did it.
We did it.
I mean,
Come on.
2 points for Dan, 1 for Lindsay.
Oh, okay. I guess I did it.
no, you did. Let's be real.
Next one, a legendary soul singer who lost his sight at age 9 wants a child so badly that he steals one kid out of a set of quintuplets.
Okay, I think I have this
it's
one.
Ray and what else?
Zing, Arizona.
Raising Arizona is correct.
That's Raising Arizona is such a good movie.
Yeah, that. And by the way, I want to see the version where Ray climbs the ladder and steals the child.
I
Even
do
wanting
too.
to see it is offensive.
That's not okay.
Because
Yeah.
he can't.
Yeah.
Next one.
Okay.
A sexually wounded swinger must travel back in time to recover his mojo with the help of a private eye investigating an animated adultery scandal.
What the fuck? Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
And Austin Powers, right?
I don't. A swinger, yeah, I guess.
So, okay, who framed?
Is it Who Framed Roger Rabbit though?
Austin?
Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Well, you know what? There was also. Do you remember Cool World? I might be the only person relating to this podcast, listening, watching. It was like the sexier version of Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Very disturbing movie that came out.
I just would assume that Kyle wouldn't pick that.
Wouldn't pick that one. Okay, so Who Framed?
Oh, yeah, with Brad Pitt.
Yeah, I want to say Gabriel Byrne was in it too. And then it was like, this Jessica Rabbit is like PG-13. It was, yeah, but
Kim Basinger.
yeah, I've done
Who
a lot of fan
Framed
art.
The
on that.
Spy That Shagged Me?
Okay, that was. All right, we got it. We can get this. We can get this. Is it Austin Powers? Is the full title? Okay, all right, okay. Who Framed Austin Powers? That's its own movie. Who Framed
A
Austin
sexually
Powers?
wounded swinger must travel back in time to recover his mojo.
Okay, it is the
Then,
sequel. You're right. This because he
with
loses his
the
mojo in
help.
the second one. So Austin Powers, the spy who shagged me.
The Spy Who Framed
The
Me?
Spy Who Framed Roger Rabbit is what we're looking for.
No! Close.
No, we'll give you both 1 point on that one.
All right, we did our best.
No high five for that.
I
Next,
know.
we're going to go to the tougher ones here.
Oh,
Well,
nice.
this one's not tough, actually. A vigilante who uses terrorist tactics to fight oppressors merges with an alien symbiote and is left with superhuman strength and power.
No fucking clue.
Okay.
Alien?
I think the second one is Venom,
Okay, great. Never seen it.
but the first one is a vigilante.
A
what is-
vigilante who uses terrorist tactics to fight oppressors merges with an alien symbiote.
Is this the one with Matt Damon?
Rounders?
No.
Yeah, the poker one.
Desolate, or it starts with
Elysium?
a D. No. He like goes around the
We
world.
bought a zoo?
I hate you.
We bought a Venom. Yeah.
Z bought a zoo?
You.
Okay. So a vigilante. So could it be
A
using
vigilante.
Oh, wait. V for Venom.
V for Venom Detta.
Oh, what was I thinking? What was the one?
I think you invented something.
I did not.
Downsizing? The
What's
Accountant?
what's the funniest Matt Damon movie this could be?
Ocean's 12?
Contagion.
Contagion.
No, I don't think it. What was the one where he was a spy?
Born. The Born Identity.
Yeah,
Bo-
there
yeah,
you go.
okay.
Sorry, there's no
The
D
Born
in there.
Venom Identity?
There's no
There's
D.
a silent D.
I thought you said there was a Z in it. That's why I said zoo.
Z for Vendetta.
We bought a
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
The Born Identity. I was like, D for desperate.
Here we go. We have two more.
Great.
A boy who lost his father in the September 11th attacks is convinced that his dad left him a message somewhere in a city being defended by a superhero family that was forced to live mundane lives after superpowered activities were banned.
Okay. This actually sounds like it could be a real movie now.
Well, Flight.
What are you thinking in terms of the movies here?
Yeah, because you just said a Denzel Washington movie.
An alcoholic pilot whose father died in 9/11.
I'm not very sharp.
It's okay. So could you give
You
us...
were thinking United 93 in your head.
Yeah.
You were going to say Flight 93, but it's not that.
All right. Okay. We
You know, they tried to cast Mark Wahlberg in United 93, but he said the movie would have gone down
movie
different if he
ended.
was there.
Yeah.
Stop.
It was a 20-minute long movie. He kicks their asses and they go home.
And then he gets up at 2 a.m. to golf.
All right. Second prayer in the morning. Yeah.
A boy who, let me sell this on an app.
Right,
That's
yeah.
how you know it's authentic.
Okay.
Thanks, Gwen.
I don't think I saw any 9/11 movie.
This is a found footage. No, it's not. A found footage 9/11 horror film.
It's just
the Blair
old
Witch
news.
sticks are just two straight up sticks next to each other instead of crossing.
You hear T.J. Miller a lot in the background.
my
Steve
God.
Rannazzisi told me he was in it, but I watched it and he wasn't.
It's just news clips before they knew the second tower was going to be hit.
How'd that second building fall? Was it the bomb TJ had on that train?
Well, we tapped a rich vein
This is
here of
right,
comedians in 9/11.
All right, a
We've all
boy who
been
lost his
waiting.
father in the September 11th attacks is convinced that his dad left him a message somewhere in a city being defended by a superhero family that was forced to live mundane lives.
Okay.
after superpowered
The
activities were
Incredibles?
banned.
It's The Incredibles, and is it Everything is Illuminated? Is that the other movie? So everything is in.
Never even heard of that movie.
Okay, so I guess not. Damn.
We're looking for loosechange.org petition. No, we're not.
And by the way, look that up. No. Okay, I think you're. It's got to be The Incredibles.
Yeah.
What's the other one though? The kid who's. God damn it! I know I'm gonna know this when you say it, but
The Incredible Tower.
that was 9/11's UK title. You know.
That was Jay. Are you sure how that second tower fell?
Oh my God.
We are looking for extremely loud and The Incredibles elite close.
Oh,
Yeah.
and you know what? I knew. Is that what you meant to say?
I think that's it. It's the same author, but I named the other book by it.
When you said that, and he goes, "I've never even heard of that." I was like, "Listen, Kyle,
It was good. You did a good impression with me too.
sorry.
You really Coolidged me up.
Coolidge him.
I'm
yeah.
so
You ever
sorry."
seen Coolidge Runnings, where she joins the Jamaican bobsled team?
It's so fucked up.
That bobsled looks like a hot dog.
I honestly.
Why is the spec script not sitting on this desk right now?
Coolidge Runnings.
Coolidge running.
Coolidge Runnings is really funny.
Feel the rhythm.
How are you so quick?
Rhyme. I thought of that 6 days ago, just in case it came up today.
Don't lie.
Bullseye. It did.
Final one.
Okay.
A pimp living in Memphis meets up with a friend in the music industry who is going to help him turn his life around and pursue a career as a professional male model.
Okay. It's
Okay.
Hustle and Flow is the first one.
And then Zoolander?
Hustle and Flowlander.
No, maybe it's not Zoolander. Maybe it's. No, it's got to be Zoolander.
It is.
Wait, did you say yes? Okay, good.
Okay.
Zoolander and Hustle and Flow. Hustle and
We bought a Zoolander.
We bought a Zoolander on Blu-ray.
Yeah. Zoolander and Flo.
Zoolander Flow is correct. Zoolander Flow is correct. I think that one works really well. Audibly, there are 2 red squiggly lines under it when I typed it out on my computer.
That's
Flippy
the
was
mark.
like, no.
That's the mark
That's how
of
you
quality.
know.
Huszuland Flow. Shout out to, on the Discord, some of these titles were written by people in the Discord. Shout out to Masubi. Shout out to user Nashville's wife, who submitted some via them on the Discord as well. Thank you. If you guys want to submit titles or play before and afters, we have a robot that will play with you on there. The Discord is a message board for fans. fart.kylairs.com will link you to it. It's free. It's a message board. It needs a new redirect URL desperately.
It was the last one they had.
Can you believe fart.kylairs.com was available this late?
I
got
honestly think you should keep it, but that's just my opinion.
We have the next game we're going to play. This is called Build the Perfect Movie.
Okay, we can do this.
Build a perfect movie.
How this works is you'll be competing against one another. Current score, Dan has 6, Lindsay has 4. You are trying to build the perfect movie. I'll give you a category. You have to pick 2 movies from that category whose Rotten Tomatoes score it up to as close to 100 as possible without going over. So Price is Right rules apply.
Gotcha.
The category we're going to do today, first, let's do comedies. It's an easy first category. Comedies. So you'll each pick your first one. I'll give you your scores so you can know what you need to do with your second one. Dan, since you're winning, you will pick first. So your first comedy.
Okay, first comedy I'll do is, let's do Best in Show.
All right, and then I'll give you the score of this one so then you can pick your
Okay.
second one according. All right, Lindsay, you're first.
Dude, where's my car?
Okay, Best in Show is a 93.
Okay.
So you're looking for a comedy that is 7 or less. Also, it has a little animation. A Google animation just for Best in Show where a little dog or cat, probably
I'm going to
dog,
be
I
someone's
assume.
mom and say, that is so cute.
It is cute. So, Dude, Where's My Car? 16.
Great.
So, Lindsay, you're looking for a comedy that's 84 or less. Cannot go over. Lindsay, you have the bigger number needed, so you'll pick first. And Dan, you're just trying to brainstorm a comedy that's 7 or less.
Mean Girls.
Mean Girls.
It's a strong guess.
All right. Best in Show is a 93.
I'm going to add Dirty Grandpa with Robert De Niro.
Shit.
I don't think the critics liked it.
No, I think they loved it.
Here we go.
Loved
Let's-
it. Yeah.
Let's review the scores. Best in Show is a 93. Dirty Grandpa, 10. 10%, so just over.
God, how
Just
Very
over.
close, though.
Dude, Where's My Car? 16%. Mean Girls, 84%. That is a 100 and a perfect movie.
Oh my god! You guys,
that is so impressive.
you know,
I got really cocky on that one, I got to say, because I'm like, I'm going to do Best in Show, and then Dirty Grandpa's a 0. But some
10,
people liked it.
10.
yeah.
We're still in single-digit perfect movies in the history of this game. So I think Rob Hayes, I think you, maybe 1 or 2 other ones.
Fucking course, Rob.
But that is one of the rare 100% perfect movies. You get to have the statue by you for the rest of the
Wow,
podcast.
congratulations.
Stop!
We are going to move on to our final game, which is guess what movie Kyle's dad is describing, having only watched a trailer and never having heard of the movie, the game.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Guess what movie trailer Kyle's dad is describing, having only watched the trailer and never having heard of the movie game.
Lindsay, 50 points for that perfect movie puts
Thank
you
you
way
so
ahead
much.
with 55 to 6, although this game is worth 2. So how this game works is my dad watches a movie trailer. He describes what's happening in that trailer. You have to tell me what movie it's a trailer for.
Okay.
It can be any movie ever. Here we go.
I'm primed for a bounce back. I know
You are.
I can make up the deficit.
Okay. He's bouncing this tennis ball, taking a phone call. Now he's drumming and wearing headphones and telling the man in the suit why it's not going to work. Why isn't he wearing shoes?
Can I guess?
Yeah.
F1.
Now everyone is in suits. Everyone keeps saying that no one is paying attention. There's a bunch of guys I know in this one.
That's an important hit.
Yeah,
Got a
because there's 10
bunch
total.
of quick shots of all of them. Here he's drumming.
Ocean's 11.
They're betting against America. The stripper has 5 houses. There's a bunch of guys I know.
The Big Short.
It is The Big Short.
Shit.
Congratulations.
Look, the tennis balls thing made me think of F1.
Yeah.
Well, you were. It was a Brad Pitt. I
was.
think he was describing Brad Pitt at that time.
I don't think Brad Pitt's in The Big Short. Steve Carell, Ryan
I
Gosling.
think he is.
Is he?
Yeah.
Christian Bale.
Can I go double or nothing and say Brad Pitt was in The Big Short?
Sure.
Watch out.
Okay, yeah.
This is.
Steve Carell, Christian Bale. Oh my God, he is Ben Rickert, Brad Pitt in The Big Short.
There you
Well, there you
go.
go. That
Give
double
him
your
extra
points, so that
points.
gets you from 8 up to 16 points. But we do add 75 in for writing a script, so that puts you at 93, and you win today's podcast.
Oh,
Dan O'Sullivan, the
boy.
winner of the
Well
podcast.
deserved.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. This is the closest
you.
the score has been in a while with that perfect movie. Dan, thank you for being here.
Oh, please. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for having never seen White Lotus.
It was my pleasure to not see it. Yeah.
Let everyone know where to find you and anything you'd like for them to check out.
Yeah, so my podcast, The Outfit, is available starting August 14th from Headgum and Higher Ground. With it's actually a mob podcast, so every week we tell a different mob story and how it explains America. So if you like crime, which I do a lot of crime in my off hours, check it out. And I'm on Blue Sky and Instagram and all that stuff, all that junk.
Great.
Just another Hollywood lowlife.
Amazing. Thank you. Lindsay, congratulations on your perfect movie today.
Really,
Thank you.
Really, you're the winner.
Thank you for having seen The White Lotus.
Yeah.
And thank you for the Coolidging.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you're so welcome. I'm headed for SNL next. Yeah, follow me on Instagram at Lindsay Adams is popular, and I have to hit a certain amount on OnlyFans to
They
get.
have a lot of little incentives that have been reined in since I did it. They were very easy to hit when I did it, and they seem to see how
Yeah.
everyone. So if you can, go find Lindsay on OnlyFans and just donate even the minimum.
Yeah, exactly.
It's mostly about individual different people donating than it is the amount at all.
And it's
I
annoying.
love this juking the stats, gaming the system.
I don't even think they care. They want.
Yeah.
They just want you to make. They want accounts made.
They're not
Yeah.
gonna. I mean, they're definitely not gonna listen to the whole podcast to fucking
Cowards.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
they couldn't handle it. They're busy watching porn. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys so much for listening. Appreciate everyone who submitted on the Discord. Thank you to everyone who came to our live show at the Elysian Theater, which will be a couple weeks ago. And when this comes out, and I hope you have a wonderful day.
I've never seen it.